What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BTB Show. Today, as we're recording this on Friday, January 23rd, it has been leaked or announced that LeBron and his agent Rich Paul are meeting with Jeanie Buss today to discuss presumably his future on the Lakers. It's come out in recent months that him and Jeanie Buss, or that Jeanie Buss did not think the highest of LeBron and that the relationship may be beyond saving at this point. So I'm going to throw it to our resident Lakers fan, Mr. Earl. As someone who's been following the situation very closely, what are your reactions to this news today?
Talk to us, GOAT.
How could you, Gene? No, just playing. Honestly speaking, if you guys don't know, this is really bigger than LeBron James. It's bigger than the Lakers. This is a story, a fight for control within the organization between the Buss family, specifically the Buss brothers and Jeanie Buss. There's always been a divide. Shout out to my boy Jake. We talk about this all the time. Like, there was a point of time where they didn't even talk to each other unless they're at work. They don't eat dinner together. They don't ever hang out with each other. They don't talk to each other. The only time they talk to each other is in meetings because they have to. And obviously, you guys know with new ownership, there were a lot of internal changes. One that did not include Jeanie Buss. She kept her title, but the other brothers were dismissed. However you want to say, if they were willingly dismissed or whatever, but obviously Jeanie Buss did have a big say in things like that, as you do when you're the general manager of the Los Angeles Lakers. So just to get more specific, so there was a hit piece. If you guys live on a rock, you probably seen the hit piece all over Twitter. The Buss brothers came together and pretty much exposed Jeanie Buss. They talked about how Jeanie Buss was very unhappy with LeBron James and was actually wanting to trade LeBron James, I think in 2022, somewhere around that range. I forget the exact year. You can look it up. But Jeanie Buss actually was really close to wanting to trade LeBron James, and she put a lot of blame on him for the Russell Westbrook situation. She felt like he didn't give her enough credit when it came to winning that championship, and she didn't get enough praise from LeBron and his camp. He felt like Rich Paul and Clutch as an organization had too much control over the decisions and moves being made in the Lakers facility as far as trades, just bringing free agents into the city. She didn't like it. And Jeanie Buss, we know she is a person who loves to have control over the situation, as she should. I mean, she's a big part of the Lakers. Cool. But it has been reported today, like Max said, they're meeting today. And Shams, one thing about Shams is he doesn't really speak on situations until he has like the insider news he needs to hear. And from his reports, he's basically saying like LeBron and the Lakers, the relationship is coming to an end. I know that's kind of vast. Doesn't really tell us, is it today? Is he getting traded? Is he not signing back? I think we can all assume that after this season, regardless, he will not be a Los Angeles Laker. Whether it's through retirement, whether it's through him signing somewhere else, this is his last move as a Laker. So for me as a Lakers fan, I think it's just been a little bit weird. I mean, we see the press conferences. They asking LeBron James last night after a tough loss to the Clippers. They ask him, are you happy being here? And he responds, I'm here, like twice, just like that. So you can tell, like, he does a little, I'm here, the LeBron thing with the LeBron voice, all the speculation in the world, saying a lot without saying anything. It sucks. It's a huge divide, and not only that, but you can tell chemistry-wise, things aren't the greatest. People feel disconnected more than they usually are around these times. And it sucks, because it's not like we're the worst team in the league. I still think our defense is horrible, but we've shown moments of being like a competent team in the West. But with all these clouding issues and all these things publicly being aired out, I think it's hard for the players to actually focus on basketball. So apparently LeBron, Jeanie, and Rich Paul are meeting today. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think it's going to go that well. And I think it could also maybe turn into a LeBron maybe wanting out before the trade deadline situation. I don't know. But what I do know is he probably won't be a Laker after this season. And for LeBron's sake, I think it's fine. I think it's good. And for the Lakers' sake, I think it's great. I think once you sign Luka, you have to start making the steps to build around Luka. And that means using that LeBron money to fill around the roster with more defenders, more athletic guys, more agile bigs. Shout out to Aiden. He's good. But I don't think he necessarily fits a Luka as a lob threat, a rim protector. I still don't see him being that consistently. There's a lot of different pieces we can build around Luka specifically for the future. So shout out to Bron. Shout out to Jeanie Buss. I just think it's pretty much over for the Lakers as far as their relationship with Bron.
Omar,
Yeah.
how do you see this situation unfolding?
I mean, honestly, I see it the way that Earl is saying it, to be completely honest.
LeBron's in his last year of his contract, so it could go either the nice way or the mean way. The mean way is kind of looking like, well, not the mean way, kind of like the aggressive way, I'll say. But it's looking like he's traded either before the deadline or as soon as the season ends, or actually as soon as the season ends. He's either traded before the deadline or nothing. Either that or he's just going to wait it out for the full year. So I kind of see it the aggressive way, unfortunately. I really see how it's going to unfold that way. Like Earl said, Shams is kind of 100% on his reporting before he reports it. Though there may be mistypes and miscalculations here and there, but he always wraps it back up. But this gives me, I mean, look, LeBron's not going to be in the league much longer. Let's be real. He's not. So it does look like exactly what Earl said. It's exactly a great move for the Lakers. I don't like the way that it's being carried out. I don't like the fact that I think Jeanie should eventually go. I'm not gonna lie, and I think that owner should make that decision on his own time. But I think it's time for Jeanie to go. I think it's time for clear house until that aspect. But because just the jealousy itself of LeBron James just kind of makes me a little mad, and that it's interesting to see that the lead GM rumors are true.
Jay, are you a believer in Le GM? How much power do you think LeBron holds in all these?
I mean, that's what they're complaining about.
They hold all the power. We see it with Rich Paul and his new podcast that he has with Max Kellerman. Yeah. The motion with Clutch is there. They have motion for sure. But with this situation here, it's pretty unbelievable that this got out, and really crazy by the Buss brothers. I understand like the relationship with their sisters fractured, but like still family at the end of the day. And this is the organization that was built and really handed down through generations. Like literally went from Mr. Buss to Jeanie and the brothers, and I expected it to keep trickling down. So like this story is bigger than what it should be, or not as big as it should be, in my opinion, because this could be the fall. I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna be too dramatic and be like this is the fall of the Lakers, but like if Jeanie Buss is out and it's like literally the new ownership and new group running the Lakers completely, we can see the Lakers being ran a completely different way. Like, and that could be competent for them because, hey, they're on the quest for 18. They're trying to get 18 championships. They want to get up there with the Celtics. I can see this really working out for them if they actually push out Jeanie. But yeah, her saying that LeBron has an outsized ego and like her or him not being grateful enough for this, or like I don't think the GMs and owners know this enough. It's a players' league. In the NBA, it's a players' league. Everything revolves around the players. If they play well, if they're happy or not. This shit, it's been like this for a long time. I don't know why they still get mad. We saw what happened to, I don't know if you guys watched The Last Dance with Jerry Reinsdorf and Michael Jordan. The GM got too ahead of himself, and he ruined the dynasty way earlier than it should have been ruined. Like, I know the Lakers don't, quote-unquote, have a dynasty anymore, but you have Luka and LeBron and all three on the same team. You can win with this team. You just got to just play your role. And she's getting jealous. She's getting in the Lakers' way of their success. She's getting in her own way also. But enough of that side of basketball. I want to talk about the Lakers real quick. If they do move on from LeBron, if that alleged meeting goes well today, or does not go well today, and they're like, yeah, I think our best move is to move on from LeBron James. Trade him, get defensive pieces, draft picks, whatever we have to do, because we're building around Luka. Luka and Austin are our guys as of right now. That is for certain right now. You have to do that because, like everybody's saying, LeBron probably only got 2-3 years left. So you move him on right now. If the guy's not happy, he's already old. You got to get rid of him because the team's not going to be good. Looking at the Lakers right now, I watched their last couple games. Luka's having these Herculean performances, putting up 40, 10-8, 36, 9-5, 9-9, like whatever he's doing, and then they're losing by 18 points. Like, the offense is so nasty to watch. LeBron's body language standing in the corner, watching Luka do his slow dribble between legs, step back from 29 feet. Like, it's so old now. Like, the Lakers have to do something now. It's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And also, we're Lakers fans, and people out there saying that the Lakers are cooked, this and that. Austin Reeves is coming back this week, or our next week, Earl. Austin Reeves is coming back soon. I mean, this has all been with that Austin Reeves has kind of hit the fan. Austin Reeves is a very important third option, bro.
Yep.
So, like, even
Facts.
before, no matter how the meeting goes today, you got to wait to see how shit looks with Austin, bro. Like, Austin Reeves is, I ranked him in the top 20 NBA players this year. You get that guy back, added to what you already have with LeBron and Luka and friends, they're going to be okay, bro. They're going to be okay. I think that the Lakers should stand pat, play that out for the rest of the season, because if you're trying to get LeBron, I mean, it's going to be hard. They're in the same boat as Steph Curry and the Warriors. I know LeBron is not as tied to the Lakers as Steph Curry is to the Warriors, but you don't want to just trade a guy like this. I mean, you know LeBron's box office. Even though Luka's box office, he's not the GOAT, quote-unquote GOAT. But, you know, he's not the GOAT. He's not going to do what Luka he's not going to do, obviously, what he does on the court on a night-to-night basis performance-wise. But, like, you can't just let go of LeBron, bro. So wait till you get back Austin Reeves. I would stamp pat from the Lakers, just see it through. And if this season ends up hitting the fan and you got to do some certain things, trade Austin Reeves or do whatever you have to do, whatever you have to do at the end of the season. I wouldn't overreact right now. The Lakers are still top 5 in the West. Like, we have to calm down. We have to calm down. I know, and I'm one of the people that was overreacting about the situation and now the Lakers suck and how the Lakers don't suck, but they're on a little slump right now. I was overreacting, and then I realized, bro, they don't even have Austin Reeves. Like, when Austin Reeves comes back, all these problems can be alleviated. They were 20-6 at one point. Like, the Lakers are not over with. They're going to get their groove back. Just wait till their team gets fully healthy. And like I said, if things still look bad, off season and clutch, y'all got some moves to make. But Max, what you think about this, brother?
I genuinely think that barring a situation like this, LeBron, I would have put good money on LeBron retiring a Laker. Personally, I'm of the opinion that he has one more year after this. I think he would have signed one. Obviously, his contract is up after this year. I think he just would have signed a 1-year last deal in the NBA with the Lakers. Maybe he takes a pay cut and lets them, saves them a little money. Who knows? But I did think that LeBron was going to stay a Laker, even though this season has been up and down. There's been a very up and down season, like Jay said. Started 20-6. Been way more inconsistent lately, but Austin Reeves isn't on the court. Is a reflection of the ESPN article that came out. It sounds like it was more news to him, and as much as LeBron says, he doesn't care, he doesn't read articles, he doesn't read into stuff like that. I do want to read a quote from that press conference, I believe, Earl, about something that he brought up in that meeting, in the conference, where someone asked him about his partnership with Jeanie Buss and what their relationship is like. He said, quote, "I thought it was good, but somebody could see it another way. There's always two sides to a coin." So, while I do believe that he will stay on the Lakers past his trade deadline, as Earl mentioned, he said that he's here for the time being. I don't think LeBron is going to move mountains to try and go somewhere. I don't think he's going to try and force a move. I don't think the Lakers want to rush a move in any sort of way. But I would not be surprised whatsoever if when LeBron hits free agency this year, the Lakers are not on his radar. Because once things get personal between a player and an owner, or a minority owner like Jeanie Buss, something like this comes out, especially when it comes to, it's personal in a very complicated way, especially because I think part of the drama, quote unquote, is the decision to draft Bronny. Jeanie not feeling like LeBron gave her enough kudos for that, or was appreciative enough of that move being drafting his son. So not only is there personal drama there, but now it's kind of family drama in that sense, which is a very awkward situation already, but turns it even more awkward. For Lakers fans' sake, I hope the meeting goes well, but this feels like it could be enough to move LeBron out. Maybe if the Lakers were still a number 1 or 2 seed in the West and right up there with the championship favorites, maybe this is something that LeBron could look past and maybe put pressure on the majority owners of the Lakers to maybe force Jeanie Buss out and say, if you get rid of her, I'll stay one more year and we can try and get this championship win. But they just don't seem close enough to a championship right now to where that's worth LeBron doing. In terms of the on-the-court stuff that Jay mentioned, the Lakers have just been so inconsistent this year. I get that they're without Reeves right now, but the number one defense an issue with the Lakers that our resident Lakers fan, Earl, highlighted, the defense, if anything, that's only going to get worse when Austin Reeves comes back on the court. He's, at best, a 50-50 defender, an average defender. Yeah. That's on a good day.
Earl,
I don't see anything really changing there with the Lakers. I think he'll stay on the team. He'll play out this season. But if I'm the Lakers, I'm not trying to make any moves assuming LeBron will be there next year. If LeBron leaves in the offseason, that will allow them to fully build around Luka, decide on Austin Reeves' future like Jay alluded to. And I think they might just have to go from there. So a very rough week for the Lakers. They've had some, they've been very up and down. 1 night you have a great win against the Nuggets. Next night you drop a bad one against the Clippers. One night you get decimated by Portland. The night before you blew out Atlanta. So very tumultuous times. I think but this, I would say, definitely represents a low in what's been a very roller coaster season for the Lakers.
Yeah. Earl, really fast, I forgot. I know the owner for the Lakers. He also owns the LA Dodgers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not know.
Is
off
it
the top
Mark
of my head.
Walters? I could be totally wrong, but is it Mark
Yeah,
Walters?
yeah.
Well,
I think it's Mark
regardless of that fact, I want to highlight the LA Dodgers. I'm not too keen on basketball, but I do know that the LA Dodgers in the past couple of years have won a lot of World Series. So it's not the craziest thing to put to paper that Mr. Walters might just move on from LeBron, because he may have no relationship with him whatsoever. Remember what came out earlier during the year saying, "Oh, I haven't talked to new ownership," or this, and that, and the third. It's probably a little bit more. Probably a little more.
I will
telling
counter
than
that
you
with.
Go for it, yeah.
No, I'll add to the fact too.
Devil's
Like,
advocate, if I
while I
may.
do, no, I agree with you. Like, I don't think like LeBron is like necessarily untouchable. But I will add, like, baseball is definitely a different breed because it's literally unlimited money over there.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of crazy.
You
I
can
will say,
pretty
it's
much
crazy.
sign whoever you want if they're like, oh yeah, I want to play for the
And
Dodgers.
10-year contract.
You'll make a contract where you get money on like a weird back in year 4 out of the 5 deal. You're only getting paid like $1 million or less than that for the other years. Kind of
wild.
kind of crazy, yeah. But
It's wild.
for sure.
Well, that's about it from us, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this episode. Let us know what you guys think of LeBron James and the Lakers moving forward, their future, and how this meeting probably will go today. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Catch you on YouTube. See you later. Peace. Bye.